Hello and welcome. Right, I'm setting these off. Yeah, as you can see. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it, really? When you say things like you think, well, everyone can really see that. But yeah, you're not really insulting everyone's intelligence. You're just trying to be, yeah, say what's happening. So yeah, right, that's right. So both on corn. Please tell me I have. That is corn. Fantastic. And that's going to apologise for you. I've literally just sort of woken up, just sort of waking up as well. So we do now lime. We need to lime 2. Already scan the field. Yeah, I did notice. You can tell the trees are slightly offset. You can actually go down. It's like it was designed by a person that actually thought about people travelling down the headland with a tractor. And if you look, they're all the same. It just goes to show how Black Sheep modding, again, just sort of highlighting the fact that how a modder of Black Sheep modding's caliber sort of thinks about little things. It's a believable map. It's a beautiful map. The extension, likewise, this is quite tremendous. Now, I hope you realise. Obviously, I am over on the new sort of side on purpose. Just lift that. It's a little bit, yeah, and this time we're going to stick this in the middle, sort of over here, a little bit. Yeah, we sort of now got, yeah, we need the farmer jet for lots of other things. Yeah, I'm not, right, liming. Where's the limer? Where did I stick it? Now then, we had it last on the other new field, but we did grab it last session, and then we didn't use it. So where is it? Where did I drop it? I know what I'm like. I'm a terror. Is it going to be one of those little ones? Can't see it. Ah, it's not too far away from us. It's literally somewhere right down there. Let's not attack any cars, please. Somewhere down here. I actually put it out the way. And so much so that I couldn't actually see it. Which is just not typical. Yeah, we need to do this field unlike the others that have already been done. So well, they were perfect, but then obviously this year they're good, still good. Don't need to do it. No point in. Yeah, they're all absolutely as they should be. So let's set this going. Do I do that? I would gladly do this. Oh, chatting. Yeah, last session was a little bit long because obviously I chatted a little bit. I came out the time lapse. I didn't go back into one, but I was going to split it, and I thought no, it makes more sense to keep it as it is. Mind you, the other thing is I could set this going. We haven't finished the farmyard. I haven't put any sheds down. We just have a thought. That's not a bad idea. Yes. Yeah. Let's set this going. I think, being as this is a Black Sheep modding, and my very favourite shed is a Black Sheep modding shed, I think it's probably highly appropriate that we actually do such a thing. And I'll have my very favourite. Oh, no. Oh, got that one there. You are right, though. It is really field technically. I can see why Courseplay did do that. Can it do 2? Because that's sort of. No, that's very strange. Field is the one that it is. So it is 87. Let's fade 36 meters. No, just check. I'm sure it is 87. Yes, it is. Right, let's go then. And while you're doing that, we are going to place the first shed in honour of Black Sheep modding. Oh, you may be in our way, so we might need to shift this butte out of the way. It's weird, I thought I'd already bought the the American garden hose, and then yesterday I like did it and it didn't come, and I thought, hey, I could have sworn I'd bought that. So I don't know why I'm there, whether I accidentally sold it or whether I imagined that I'd bought it already. It's possible. It is possible. Right, so build mode. Right, so my favourite shed. Now there are a few, but Black Sheep Mountain also has just released their massive sort of set, so we could also not just necessarily have that particular one, but let's have a look at their other building set that also is down and see if there's anything that matches the map. I mean, this type of shed matches anything. You could see it like a lean-to type anywhere, but what I mean is, let's see if there are any that sort of look particularly European. They're English, so they particularly don't really. Building set, Project Play, Bernie and Matana, Vertex Design, Missy B, grain sheds. Very, very, very good value actually they are, because they are quite large, really, and you don't necessarily need to use them as a grain shed. Is that? It is bigger, and that has got like lots of things in them. Obviously, they really are for storage of grain, hence the name. But yeah, Bernie, Farmerie, Barney. Now I like Barneys actually. They also would match any, and I know they're cheap. It's not. Whereas I mean, you've got this one that's the other end of the spectrum, although it does earn you a little bit, shall we say. Samuro Matanas, Mr. Hector. Oh, I love Mr. Hector. They're a little bit dear. I think I must have looked at that one. And but they're starting to get a little bit, yeah. Low Bavarian, Bernie. Now these are object storage pack. Yeah, and here we are. Here's my very, very favourite. It is one of the best design sheds you could ever have. Now then, I suppose if we're going to design this, we ought to have. Yeah, I think we will, because this is my favourite. It is by Black Sheep modded, so it's sort of like a double whammy. Now the back can, for once, go to the back, because that hedge is sort of, I'm going to hoping it's not going to damage it, so we don't want to go too close. Let's give it a tiny bit of like on the actual field itself. The pass through, we want a little bit enough room for the thing. Now I would like to put two of these down together. Oh, now that worked nicely, so let's try and see. Now to do this perfectly, you need to do it in V mode, and we may go through that tree a little, well, otherwise I can't get the orientation right. But you can't, it's not letting me, oh, it's not quite level, is it? Ha. But it's going to look odd if I level it, so let's, did I put it in V mode? Ooh. No, that's normal, so is that going to level it a little bit more? That is a bit expensive for this. Yeah, it doesn't like you, the overhangs got to be, but it's, yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see if we like that, or whether we're going to bump into the tree. No, not really. All my life. We do need to definitely soften that, though, heavily. But it shouldn't play with too much, and it should sort of do as a nice drop down into the sheds. It's not quite as I imagined in my head. That's something I am going to say. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to do that side too. But you have to be careful, because obviously you do this, not here, this is okay. Yeah, that'll sort of will match quite nicely. But you do have to be careful over here, because you're going to like, yeah, we need to go one size smaller and do the little tiny sort of thing. Otherwise you go under the feet, and then it's, yeah, like, really is bad. We are, no, the money is going down, so we are definitely right. Yeah, it takes longer doing it this way. If you do it like that, although it says it, I mean, it is, does it more where it's red. Obviously, the centre's like a bullseye type of thing, but still does do it where the yellow is as well. Does it less so? Right, I think, yeah, the money's going down. I'm looking in the corner of my eye just so that I can see, is this still going down? And it's not going down a lot now, which means we must be getting something like, yeah, and it's not, again, I don't know, I don't want to think ever that these are like, these are one of the best design sheds. They do so much, a lot of thought has gone in, or Black Sheep Modding is just such a good modder that yeah, it comes naturally. So let's just have a little bit of a roll through this in a vehicle. So that's the ultimate proof, really. This is perhaps not the best because this can sort of go on all kinds of terrain. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy over there, but it's this, yeah, this goes down nicely. It's a little bit of a bigger bump, but that's more about the fact that the terrain is what it is. Yeah, there will be a bit of a bump where these go down, but that's nice as well. It is, that is actually fine. Yeah, there's not much you can do about the two different height layers, because it's underneath and the game doesn't sort of care about that. But yeah, we can come round here and then zip straight out there too, so that's good. I would imagine that is the Lima. Wow, it stopped right near us as well. Didn't realise how close. Alright, so then we ought to, because things are going to change now, like we ought to stick some of the lime in. Yeah, we did say about another trailer too. We do want another one of those. But this, I love these bays. They are just so fantastic. And you can sort of like use it for two things by sort of like angling like that. Two small things, of course. Yeah, all one big. I always sort of like, which means we've got 8 bays for, and then also what I call the pass-through section for those things like lorries and trailers that just run through here. I can usually get, yeah, at least 6 big things in this side, so you can see it's sort of 2 of them are really very, very good. So plenty of space for other things too. So that is my shed. It's, I know it's a very sparse, but I've got to be honest, it's not very cluttered, but it is also such a well designed, because you come out the front straight into action, and then likewise on the other one too. You go out either end and you're ready for action. Now I know we've not got a lorry yet, but that doesn't mean to say we never will have. Right, so I believe we are going to want to fertilise, so we should pull that finger out and actually get some work done. Well, I suppose you could sort of be a bit nasty and say that, but I have been working, sort of. Yeah, designing a farm is one of the most important things to the farm, really. I do concur that that is a bit fairly important. That canola's coming on very nicely now. It is. Now we ought to as well, because we have already got some we need to grab that tanker, which will probably have a set of water in, so we should stick that in first. Oh, it hasn't actually. Now then, I'm hoping we don't have to reset the back, because it keeps on sticking in the ground for some reason. I have no idea why. It is a newish mod, although not so new that I think that's a, I think it's probably stuck in the ground. I do apologise for the theatrics. Not really intended. Not really. Yeah. I am getting a little bit sick of this, actually, as in like having to reset it. I've got to be totally truthful. It seems to be the only language it understands. Yeah. So yeah, I've reset this more than a little. Let's reset that, or I'll buy something from the shop and it'll appear over here. And I'll think, why did that happen? And I'll think, well, yeah, I don't like to use it really, unless it's in the middle of the session, or because we are a fair old trek away from the shop for a change. Yes. Yeah, one thing I do like about the Moesca Duo, well, one thing I like quite a lot. Yeah, I don't understand why it's got something against the land there. It's not that unlevel. Let's just try and smooth it, because it is always that spot there. So it's got to be a little. Let's just watch the money. Let's make it ultra intensity. Keep it small as well. No, that's going to be difficult, because yeah, you've got the money going down for wages at the same time. No, there's nothing special really happening here. I don't get what it is. Whether it's tangling with the tap? I suppose that's a possibility. Right, anyway. Let's stick that in and let's get a bit of work done ourselves. And we are going to do it ourselves. I know I'm nowhere near it. I'm just trying to sort of like, I was bashing it, but yeah, that front tank, I'd really like to sort of get to the bottom and try and find an easy way just to actually use it. There's got to be one. I haven't finished with the farmyard, but for now I'm going to think about it. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to like put, you know, like just think, oh, I've got to design it all I mean, I suppose we have started already. We've got like some productions on the edge of the field and things like that, so we have started, but yeah, also I was talking about, I'm unsure, because the two productions I want to place, well, anyway, let's talk and work at the same time. We could sort of really now do with shifting the H2 studios to sort of like in the middle. Right, we ought to design the course. Those two are arguing or something like that. Close, that's 30 meters. You are wrong. Course Blake. And headlands, I might get away with 2, but I don't think so. I might. No, I don't think so, because we tried it. Oh, we would actually. There you go. 30 meters. I did think it was close to the 36, so let's, yeah, it's true actually. I do need to get on with a bit more designing. I do concur with what I've said actually. Now that the centre of this, well, we've got more to play with than we had before, it'll also make a bit of room over there as we pull back from this sort of place. Yeah, because most things for these we want to buy from the shop anyway. But this type of thing, the epicenter, we're still not a million miles away from that particular one there. Do we stick that in that little bit, move a little bit of the hedge? I'm trying to think of the real epicenter, and that obviously, this is what I love about this, is the fact that in real life you probably would at certain times actually take your hedges out. As you, yeah, and like now would be that time that you would actually do that. Right. So we need to level this bit here. He says, even though he knows that it'll probably still do its own thing, because it usually does. I will take it from that point there. Seems to be trying to do 2 or 3 different things. Right, okay. I'm not sure this is going to work as well as I hoped, but it should do. Right, H2 Studios. And I think which way? Sort of, I think like that. It may or may not. It doesn't always work. What are we close to? The shed, perhaps? Ah, it likes it at that angle, not at the other. Let's just have a look. Because no, that's alright. Yeah, it's not on the road. It's sort of like drops down a little bit. I've never seen it do that before. It's not. So yeah, that is good. Right, someone's blocked. Who is blocked? Oh, it's not blocked really, it's fibbing. It's like done that thing where... Right, there probably is some corner swishers. Also, let's oh, would have done that if I'd have tried. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I was going to say, why is it not doing? I know how to do this. I do, but I'm on the... That's, yeah, it throws me out because it's 2 additional modules. So let's have a look. And you, I do know. Let's... Both got about the same amount of... Right, let's... Yeah, at least we can see where we've got to do. You're not blocked at all. You can't handle that vehicle. That's the truth. Let's get these swishes done. It's true, it's quite helpful them being grass, so we can see exactly where they are. Actually, we do need to sort that out, because we can sort these swishes out in a minute. This didn't get very far at all. Right, I think what we're going to do... Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Well, it'll do, it'll do. I think we will grab a normal tractor. This we shall reserve mostly for me, because I've got to be honest, they are terrible with it. They can't cope with how good it is. Now then, yeah, we'll use the other one now. I'll switch you off. I would say this, I think this can manage 6 meters. I'm sure it can. Just. Yeah, it's like it was designed for that, isn't it? Because I think it probably was. Now, because these are similar, or the same, we can stick 2 of them in, because you're always going to need... Let's drop that down, and we could be clever. Let's stick the Desvoys sort of like in the bay. Although I'm going to block the other one then, so let's not. Let's stick the Desvoys into the back of the next one. Yes, we should start to get a little bit more tidy now, I think. Let's set that going, because it's needed. And then we'll, with the name's not coming to me. Yes, first thing in the morning. I hate that when your brain's not properly awake, and I mean mine's like that anyway. So, right, fantastic. So, are we on the line? Oh, of course, no. This hasn't got that course. I'm thinking that the lines are wrong. They are. It's true. That might look a little bit differently, right? Let's do nearest. And see, that should be able to turn a little bit differently. Yeah, the workers probably can cope with that. Yeah, fantastic. I think we're in business. We've got a winner. The Sid track, that's the one. So, good job I did the... I think I didn't quite finish this, did I? Because obviously I did have an epiphany where I thought I really ought to get that done first. It's true. So we still not got any cedars. Oh, no. That's not what I want at all. I just want to... Oh. To lower it. Is it already lowered? Is it... No. Hold on a minute. Is it doing that? That's my lower button. I'm sure it is. Turn off open, higher, detached, lower. Oh, it's button 20. Wow. Oh, I don't think my hitch is quite right. Let's alter my hitch at the back, because it seems like it's pressing into the ground a little. Oh, okay. That looks a bit more like it. See if that's putting any pressure on the ground. Oh. So I'm going to have to use that one, but it's not programmed on the... Now then, oh, does that mean that this... No. Yeah, because Courseplay sometimes, I've said this, actually doesn't do the ends. Right, okay, okay, of course you do need to be refilled. This is true. I know you do. That's why I wanted to like get this going so that it could do that. So there's still plenty of space. It's amazing when you convert a field though to a farmyard. Yeah, you have got to be quite generous because it's yeah, it's at the end. That's right. Ooh, also, someone's left some equipment in the way. Oh, I've done it again. Keep doing that. Apologise. I'm trying to. It has got a hidden collision actually because I thought I'd actually cleared that. I was trying to go tight, but it has definitely got a hidden collision. And oh, that's a total muck up. Total muck up. Okay, and that didn't work to plan either. Trying to push it that away. Right, now that will do. Now if we nudge that, that was not really what I was planning on doing. I don't think the JCB's got one of those hitches. It has. Never used to have. I'm sure I did that. Mind you, again, it's a different model. This one strikes me as a modder that actually really wants to give you everything, so it could well be that. Oh, I've gone through a little bit with that. Right, let's now. This is important. Let's just get a crack up. I think I'm going to say my words. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of wood. I'd like to get this worked all my life. That's a bit of a bang. Right now, then, that we could get to this little lot. That's yeah, it's done something at me leveling that, hasn't it? Yeah, I need to smooth that now, I think. We should leave this on this because I would like to do the yeah, I'd like the big guy to get a bit of work. So this we'll leave the ploughing to, unless of course we get a bigger plough, and then it can be anybody. But it does make sense that the biggest tractor you would actually use for that, really. Fantastic. It's a little bit of tidying up done. Yeah, we haven't really needed to put the front loader on that much, have we really? Since yeah, and that bale is still there. We ought to grab that. Let's just back up a little and hope it's not gone in the ground. No, we're lucky this time. Then I'm going to try to do the tricky job where you like. Yeah, digestate. Yeah, we definitely need to do something with the ground there. That is awful. I think reverse for the minute. Because that is just terrible. Yeah, obviously that's the one big advantage you get as a map maker, is the fact that obviously you can place things and you don't have this levelly business going on all the time. Right, so it's just about there. Yeah, whereas obviously in the game when we place things down, every single building, it wants you to yeah, it wants you to like level, because it doesn't matter how, you know, like even if you do or you don't, it still wants to use the tools. Right, I think these are alright. Or are they bits that have been missed? I hope not. We could check on the field. No, there are some here that have. Right. Okay, let's do that. That's a new one on me. That it normally I can lower. It must be the Syntrack. Yeah, because I do normally I can lower. It's doing those strange markers. Yeah, which I don't ever use. I don't personally ever feel the needs to do it. And I've planted many a field, seeded many a field without any kind of. So I don't feel that I've missed out on anything really. There's a bit of grass there as well, I can see. Fantastic. Do we leave that bit of grass in the corner? I think so. Yeah, it'll round it. I mean, they're probably keeping my eye out for the most important thing, which is that when that needs refilling, of course. There's a little bit to the left that I noticed as well. In fact, I can see another one that I've just noticed too. Yes, a bit there. Bit there. And a bit there. Now that probably would break it. It's just that it's awkward to keep pressing the button all the time. It's more of a me problem than it would be the equipment. Yeah, I have no such problem normally when I can lift it with my mouse button, with my gamepad button. This is a big field. Oh, I see it. I see it. A bit of grass missing. Brilliant. There's a, yeah. Now these end bits here caused by house mist. There's a whole swath of them. Like it's almost like it actually missed the road. In fact, it does look very much like that's exactly what happened. Right, let's lift this. Should, if you get the angle right, be able to do this completely. Just swizzle in a little bit. Gonna miss a bit on that side there, I think. So I'm trying to lift my equipment. I should be able to. Yeah, there's just the 2 corner swishes now. 2 sets of corner swishes, not 2. Literally. Well, that's lasted a long time this time. It has, actually. Still the rain is threatening to come. I don't know what time it's coming. Must remember in the morning to switch off the selling of the olives, our main business, because yeah, then we'll be selling and the price obviously does get lower and lower through the ensuing months. We're trying to sell only like on a yearly pilgrimage at the best possible price. Smashing. Should, I would say it's going to run out anytime soon though, really. Yeah, it's good, but it's not that good. Yeah. Ooh. Why is it? Oh, I didn't open up the... That's why. It's overlapping. That is my bad. I take full responsibility of this, and it's going to be a right mess now, because in a way... It's a 30-metre course. Well, at least we can see where we've got to go. My bad. Let's reverse to it this time, though. Yes, we're chatting. I always say this. I was going to like go into a time-lapse, and I'm not going into a time-lapse. It's nice to do some sessions without any time-lapses. Otherwise, it's sort of like it's as if that's all. It's only so I can get a lot of work done, but you don't have to. Not really. Right, let's open that up now. Not sure if it's wise to do that. Might well. No, there's bits of it over this side that I think really do need the 30-metre. Right, a bit of cruise control, I think, this time. Still think the other one probably, because it's actually overlapping a little. Oh well. Yeah, it is sort of. I agree. It probably would have been wiser to use the normal one, because it sort of split the course. It says 15 meters, so really I think the 31 is the biggie, but obviously we're actually half doing what we've already done, and we're probably going to chuck a load of muck on the sin track. So let's be careful. Actually, let's pull in a little, just try to avoid. Oh yeah, no, that's not too bad. You can do too bad a job. Yeah, the bits, well, the little tiny bits is where I obviously went with the cedar afterwards, so yeah, we're going to need another. And you can see it is, the one thing I do like about this, it does go to show, obviously precision farming can't really do much about this because it's covering the area that's not, but that means it's also double dosing certain areas, although, no it is, it's kind of brighter yellow. I don't know though, not everywhere. So it might not work as I think, but you can double dose. We've seen a bit of green in a couple of places, so it's sometimes works as you'd expect. And other times you can see it's not quite as precise as you actually think it is. We could sort of go up the path. We could also do something about the ground by softening it as we approach. It's probably not a bad idea to do a little bit of work every time we come, because yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. It's only a matter of smoothing, softening. I've got to say softening. I keep still saying. Yeah, that really was quite noticeably bad. It was actually very noticeably bad. Let's try that for size. I still think we're going to have to sort of swing widely, because I've left the weight in the way and then reverse back anyway, but it was still, at least we're doing the work, we're not ignoring it. Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, the only bad thing is about using a field like this, I'm not sure how courseplay in the game actually see it, as in like they'll say, oh, you've not fertilised that part of the field. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing. Yeah, that's the one bit of a misnomer that I'm unsure of in doing the fields like this. I mean, I've done it a lot, and I never noticed anything terrible about it. So I think we're alright. Yeah, the fields seem to go up just as they should do, so whether the game is quite happy with you doing this, it seems to be, yeah, the indicator to me. And will we do it? It's not as painful as I thought. Yeah, this is, if we can do it, then brilliant. It's got little tiny bits left to do, so this is a big cornfield. Obviously not as big as it was. I am gonna buy the other grass field too, and we should probably do the same again. Although I'm tempted to buy HX20 and grab a windrower, probably the Mack Trucker one. I'm not sure if it plays nicely with the Heston though. There we go. Brilliant. Now we can zoom in again and we'll grab the sim track, and yeah, we'll finish off. And I think it's a pretty good place to finish the session, really. Now, did I lower already? No, I didn't. I put 20 it is. There's a bit of green on the right hand side too. I can see it over there. I missed earlier. which is why on a grass field it's not a bad thing, because you can sort of see what you're doing. I would say that looks pretty good to me. It does. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Cool. I turned away from the light, but if it's too loud I shall edit it out. Switch that off. Fantastic. So that is a wrap. That is all of our fields that we've presently got. Even if we buy the other grass field, it's likely it's going to remain a grass field for this season, really, because yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it, really, when you think about it. So we're going to go through till June morning. Let's do the desk voice first. Stick with the other one. Stick that back. Do love this tractor. It's sort of a bit of a telehandler, which of course it can have. It has got the elephant loader, which is something I don't use very often. It was, yeah, without trying to establish its own design, I think it missed out on something. Yeah, I think they could have just made it into a normal telehandler or a wheel loader. It's sort of capable of both. It's a fairly hefty tractor, because it's obviously tried to be a lot of different things, and its steering is fantastic, as are the adaptable 3 points and all that type of thing as well. Really are amazing. Right, smashing. Let's just go grab that. Let's be tidy for once and please everybody, especially Chad. Yeah, it does drive Chad crazy. The messiness of like not having sheds and things like that. Can we do something about that bit in the middle, because it really did almost bump. Not sure we can get under there. Yeah, I'm not sure we can. That's the only way you could do it, I suppose, at present, would be to remove the sheds on the left hand side, because it'll give it me full value at the minute, and that's weird, because that's actually going up to that level, isn't it? So we've sort of got if we use the leveling tool from this level here, it should sort of uncover those perfectly well. Yeah, including that one. And then if we continue on, it's going to cost me a bit, but I'd sooner not settle, really. I'll probably have to shift that. I'm not sure if it'll let me level where that is. Let's go a bit bigger. Doesn't really need to be. Oh, we don't want to go too big. Let you level with having something around. Okay, well, there you go. I did learn something new today. But yeah, we're gonna have to do sort of a bit of a. Right, I think. Yeah, money's not going down now, so I think it's happy. This is a real good test of like how the leveling works, because that's bigger than the shed needs to be. So sheds, and of course it's gone back to the beginning. Of course it has. No, they're like a little bit like black sheep puddings. Right, a bit further than this, I seem to recall. Here we go. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna have to. But this time sticking V mode on really shouldn't actually matter. It should be perfect. We should be able to meet the sort of sheds. Like the legs could be put inside each other, and it would then look like it's one shed. which is obviously what I really like. What I really am aiming for is for those two legs to be one. Yeah, which they are. Excellent. Yeah, they're sort of not sort of at the back, so that means I didn't get it quite right, but it's not bad. I can live with that. Ooh, I need to remind that with a vehicle. And now I need to, of course, do a little bit more softening. But yeah, sometimes you just got to not settle, haven't you, really? So we need to soften. And I said the right word for once. Give it a bit of intensity, though. And then after this, that is all done, because otherwise it's going to go on forever. And that I did notice that was awful too. So let's get this right as well. No point in having a run through if you can't run through. Yeah, literally, it's amazing now. Let's put that steepness straight back. Actually, then again, that is the nature of the levelling tool. Watch the H2 Studios. Yeah, that's quite a few levels going on there. That's oh, I think I've just disturbed I've just noticed it. I've disturbed the leg on the H2 Studios. The back leg is a bit wandering now, so that side should still be good because we didn't touch that. It's just this side here. Right, let's fix the damage we've done on that back leg. Now we need to lift it, make it small. We don't need any intensity on that. It seems to manage quite well without any kind of intensity at all. It's a super tool, or well, yeah. It might be better to use the leveling tool, which is somehow, for some reason, not working. No, it didn't actually do what I intended it to do. That's strange, it's not. Okay, well, let's back in concrete. That's the main thing. I think we've got everything observed, I think. Let's stick this away and we shall see, shall we? We shall remind that the rules of gravity are supposed to exist in this universe, and that's all disobeying them, so we shall have to tell it off for being naughty. It's a bit tight. Willie's a bit. It's like another go at that. Yeah, so the farm mod isn't finished. I'd also like to. The one thing I'm not very good at is I've never had the finishing touches. I have a couple on Moss Valley. I did a little bit of a beautiful area. I think that's what makes the. Yeah, when I think to Oxygen Davis, I think he's done the best house of a farmyard ever on Calms. I love going to Calms, and just for that alone, to see that beautiful house that Oxygen David did with all those tiny little details that add that little bit of authenticity, and that's when you do this sparse like I've done it, it's missing those kind of level of details that a farmyard has. All the muck and all the different things on the ground and all that type of stuff. So we will be adding a little bit more authenticity. We will. But that is the end of another session. I thought we'd go through till June. We were, weren't we? Ooh. It's an 8.5. No, I would want a 12 at minimum. That I thought we had bought, but we didn't, because it was. Yeah, we did buy it. We bought it on the first run through, and I was 70% off. And typically, then when we came back on, of course, it was a new game, so we didn't get it at all. Right, so let's go through till the morning. And 8 o'clock is fine. And then we need to switch off selling olives, because it will have sold what it produced overnight, and it should be a reasonably quite a large-ish bump, but not. Yeah. Oh, it's not actually. It's not at all. Okay, so we obviously didn't sell very much. Let's just change that though, because I do know. How are we doing on the bread as well, so everyone can see how we are actually doing. It's not got very much storage. So I think we're going to upgrade it. Yeah, for the storage mainly, not for any other reason. We need to produce enough bread that. So that's 14,000 1,000 litres. It is slow, but now it's going to be faster, so we need to go at one more, I think, to make that. 21 tonnes is a reasonable amount of bread, really. So we need to go to seeds from wheat. Still going. Oh, it is as well. It's trickling over, so we'll keep that going. Maize pasta. It should go in and on sort of at times. Olive oil. We want not to sell any more. Story was right. Brilliant. Okay. Why are we distributing canola oil? Where's it being distributed to? Oh, no, it is. It's being sold every day. That's right. It's being sold at the Omatana. That's one of the little businesses that we get that actually sort of brings us a bit of cash in. So, yes, that is true. But, oh no, so let's have a look at the sales. We may as well. 8.5 meters still there. That, which is the strangest thing that I've used once and thought, I don't ever want to use that again. It is such a strange. Plus, it is a fertilizer spreader too, and we're not doing that. 4-meter cultivator, right? No, nothing there that we want. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.